Happy Monday, Central Illinois. I'm Aaron Eads.
And I'm Christy Batista. It's a beautiful morning this Monday morning.
It really is.
I promise I won't sing the song.
Okay, I was going to say. We're about 5 seconds away from a song.
Here's a look at today's top stories.
A fire that killed 5 people in Goodfield, Illinois has now been ruled a homicide.
That's right. The fire happened at the Timberline Mobile Home Park on April 5th. The Woodford County coroner says they died from carbon monoxide poisoning, though. Officials believe the fire was set intentionally. The deaths are still under investigation, and a minor is now being questioned. A teacher at the Jacksonville School for the Deaf is under investigation for alleged sexual misconduct.
Our partners at the State Journal-Register report 52-year-old Charles Hicks Jr. might have had sexual contact with one or more students at the school. Hicks is a graduate of the school and has worked there for 24 years. The investigation started in February of last year. Hicks has not been charged yet. We have an update on a St. Joseph man charged for having child pornography. The former Monticello Schools employee pleaded guilty.
40-year-old William Bell is a former IT worker. He used a computer to send sexually explicit pictures of minors. None of it was found on school computers. Bell is expected to be sentenced in August. New this morning, a Shelby County man will serve 5 years in prison after he pleaded guilty to lying to police when he was arrested for meth charges.
Our partners at the Journal-Gazette report Dylan Woodworth and Michelle Gear were arrested last March after officers say meth was found in their car. Gear got probation for the drug charge. Woodworth was given jail time because he lied to police about his identity. A car caught fire on the interstate over the weekend.
This happened on I-74 near Urbana. State police say they are not sure how the fire started, but the car is a total loss. No one was hurt. Traffic was backed up for about an hour while police worked the scene there. 2 Springfield homeowners and their families now need a place to stay after a car fire spread to their homes.
It happened in the 1000 block of Bryn Mawr Boulevard yesterday. The fire got so big it burned the outside of 2 homes on both sides. Those houses can be fixed, but the homeowners have to stay somewhere else until that's done. No one was hurt, and the cause is under investigation.
Pretty nice start for all of us here across the region. Your Roofing Dog iNet camera network is bringing us the quiet start that we have here across parts of central Illinois. Also noticing, too, on Storm Tracker Doppler that currently conditions are relatively quiet, too. You might notice a sprinkle or two into the southern part of Sangamon County or into the extreme eastern part of Macoupin County, but that'll be just about it. I think that limited moisture that is trying to make its way eastward is going to continue to die off. Now, a lot of the moisture is going to track north of us throughout the daytime hours. Eventually, we're going to see a line of showers and storms begin to enter as we head on into the nighttime hours. It doesn't really look to be too widespread or too impactful. Definitely not going to see anything that's more of a washout, but get prepared for those chances to increase as we head on into the nighttime hours. 55 in Champaign, 60 in Chicago, 52 in Effingham. So that milder air mass is in place right now, and the warmer day that we had yesterday, well, we do it again here today as we head into the afternoon. As we start off mild and clear, we're going to see those areas of sunshine with pockets of clouds too, but the breezy winds coming out of the south helping to bring in a little more of that warmth as we head on into the day, and we're going to keep some of that warmth as we head later on into the week. But the storms coming through later on into the night come along with a front that will cool things down. We'll let you know how much those temperatures are expected to fall coming up here in just a bit. Christy, Aaron.
Thanks, Adam. Urbana police are warning you to lock your doors after a rash of car burglaries on Friday night.
There were at least 6 reported, and they all happened on the northeast side of town near Carl Hospital and the Urbana Country Club. To prevent this, police say you should keep your valuables hidden or keep them out of your car altogether. Police say nothing of significant value was stolen in these cases.
The state's budget deadline is just 6 weeks away, and several of Governor Pritzker's plans to raise money are still unresolved. Before lawmakers left Springfield on spring break, the governor said he's confident a deal will get done.
It's all in the works. As you know, budgets take time to work out. I put forward a plan. The legislature gets to opine about that plan. They have their own ideas that they want to add into the mix. And by May 31st, the goal here is to have a balanced budget.
State lawmakers return to work on the budget a week from today.
Following up on concerns from one neighborhood in Champaign now, we told you last week, members of the Garden Hills Neighborhood Association met with the mayor. At least one member says she feels like city leaders are not listening to them. Now, association leaders say change is happening. There are several things in the works to improve safety and roads in the area. People who qualify can now get energy-efficient lights for their homes and doorbells that record video. Chad Smith says he hopes people will start to recognize the great things about Garden Hills instead of focusing on the negatives.
It's a good neighborhood. You can buy well-built homes, put some money into them, and actually have investment and not have a $2,000 plus mortgage. So it's not a bad neighborhood. It has its issues, but it's kind of a give and take for me.
Other projects include drainage work are far from finished. City leaders approved an increase in the stormwater utility fee to support the project, but it still isn't slated to be done until 2030. Businesses in downtown Decatur donated a portion of their proceeds to those who lost their stores in the fire on April 1st.
3 businesses caught fire that day: a record store, a coffee shop, and a tattoo parlor. And owners say they all lost everything. Other small business owners decided they wanted to help. One says they hope someone would do it for them if they needed the help. Another says small businesses need to have each other's backs.
Can you imagine how that must make you feel now? I mean, you're down and out. Just to know that somebody cares enough to donate proceeds from a very busy day out of the year, and just know that we care and we support you and we want you back.
5 businesses participated so the ones affected by the fire can rebuild. Religious leaders in Champaign are taking it into their own hands to raise awareness about violence in the community.
They did it at Street Fest Against Violence. This is the 2nd year for the event, and they focused on issues of violence. Speakers talked about what they are doing to fight the problem. And with a wide variety of music that night, officials say it could be a metaphor for many different people coming together to stand up against all forms of violence. They say gun violence is a huge problem, and it's time for people to start working for one another.
We need to come together as a community, black, white, everyone, to say we don't want gun violence in our town. It disproportionately affects the black community, but it really affects all of us.
Last year's event was held to support students who were speaking in the wake of school shootings. Organizers say they will keep doing events like this if it's what the community needs.
April